Hey guys, welcome. We are doing phonics lesson 25, so let's get busy. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, let me get rid of all these extra things here. And let's put it in present mode. All right, lesson 25. Our learning targets, I can write words by segmenting and blending them, and I can identify nouns and verbs in sentences. And it says I can review previous activities from Unit 4. So dictation, I need you to take out a pencil and a piece of paper, and I'm going to say some words. And after I say the word, you're going to write it on your paper. I will say each word twice, and we'll sound it out slowly. So you've learned the spellings in these words in Unit 4. For each word I say, hold up one finger for each sound. You will count the sounds and then draw a line on your paper for each sound you hear. For example, cord, k, or d. So how many lines are you going to draw? 3 lines. Yes. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing so you can see me on the board and we can talk about some words. All right, lost my controller. Make it closer. Hold on a second, my friends. Here we go. All right, so let's look at some of these words up here. Okay, let's say the word card. Card. Now let's look at the syllables. K, R, D. So there's 3 sounds you hear. So we're going to draw 3 lines. K, R, D. So now let's spell it. K, R, D. Good, because we've talked about the R sound. Great. Let's do another word. Let's do the word fern. Fern. Say the word fern. Okay, now let's listen for the sounds. F, n. How many sounds did you hear? 3 sounds. So let's draw 3 lines. F, n. So now let's write it. F, n. Good. So we have fern. All right. Let's do our next one. Let's do the word farm. Farm. Say the word farm. Farm. Okay, now let's count the sounds we hear. F, R, M. How many sounds? 3 sounds. Now let's write it. F, R, M. Good. Great. All right. Let's do another one. Let's do the word fork. Fork. Say the word fork. Now let's listen for the sounds. F, or, k. How many sounds? 3 sounds. Okay, now let's spell it. F, or, k. Good. Fork. Let's do another word. Let's do the word pork. Pork. Say the word pork. Now let's listen for the sounds. P, or, k. 3 sounds, so we should have 3 lines. P, or, k. Good. Pork. Let's look at our next one. Park. Park. Say the word park. Park. Now let's listen for the sounds. P, R, k. How many sounds? 3 sounds. So we're going to draw 3 lines and let's fill them in. P, R, k. Good. Park. Let's do another one. Let's do the word perk. Perk. Say the word perk. Now let's listen for the sounds. P, R, k. How many sounds? 3 sounds. So we're going to draw 3 lines. P, R, k. Fill it in. P, R, k. Perk. Good. move to another one. Let's do the word perch. Perch. Say the word perch. Okay, now let's hear the sounds. P-er-ch. How many sounds? You hear 3 sounds, okay? So let's spell it. P-er-ch. Perch. Good. Let's do another big word. Do the word storm. Storm. Say the word storm. Great. Now let's listen for the sounds. S-t-or-m. S-t-or-m. How many sounds? 4. Okay. S-t-or-m. Good. Storm. Let's do our next one. Let's do the word marsh. Say the word marsh. Let's listen for sounds. M-R-sh. How many sounds? 3 sounds. So let's write it. M-R-sh. Great job. Marsh. Okay, let's do another one. Charm. Charm. Say the word charm. Great. Now let's listen for our sounds. Ch-ar-m. How many sounds do you hear? 3. Ch-ar-m. So let's go. Ch-ar-m. Great job. Charm. Got 2 more. All right. Let's do the word verb. Verb. Say the word verb. Good. Now let's see how many sounds we have. Verb. How many sounds? 3. Verb. Great job. And we've got 1 more. Cork. Cork. Say the word cork. Great. Now let's count the sounds. K or K. How many sounds is that? 3. K or K. Great job, guys, on dictation. All right. So let me go back to sharing. All right. Back in my present mode. All right, so these are the words we just spelled. We spelled cord, card, fern, farm, fork, pork, park, perk, perch, storm, marsh, charm, verb, and cork. And if you notice the vowel in the middle, we had the ER, we had the AR, we had an OR. All right, so we had different vowel blends in the middle there. So let's look at our worksheet 25.1. All right, so I want you to listen carefully because the instructions on the side of the paper. It says directions. Have students circle the noun and underline the verb with a squiggly line. That's for part 1. So you're going to circle the noun and underline the verb with a squiggly line. So look at number 1, the dog barks. What's the noun you're going to circle? Dog. What's the verb? Barks. Great job. All right. So for part 2, it says have students match the words with its contraction. So you're going to match the left side with the right side. Easy enough, okay? For part 3, you're going to write the past tense form of the verb. So if we go over here to part 3, you're going to have to fill in the verb there with past tense. And then you're going to have to write the verb again for future. So let's look at the first one. It says, today I bake. What's the verb? Bake, okay? Yesterday I baked. So that was past tense. So what are we going to add on to bake? ED, but we don't have to add the E. Remember, we can just add the D because it ends with an E already. Now, let's look at the next sentence. Tomorrow, I will bake. And you leave it still in present tense there. So you're going to finish filling out the rest of those with the verbs. Okay? All right. So let me go back to my slide there. All right. So our targets, I can write words by segmenting and blending them. I can identify nouns and verb sentences. And that would be it, my friends. All right, so that's the end of our lesson today. We'll see you back here tomorrow for 26. Bye, guys.